Hey guys, in the EDUC 611, Dr. Curry here, and I want to talk to you just a little bit more about your action research plans. I've been going through the stuff in Blackboard. I've been looking at your topics, which for the most part seem fine. Those of you who've really struggled with the topic have generally come in and talked to me, and we've been able to hammer that out and clarify it. But I want to talk to you about this action research plan assignment. They're just not what I had envisioned and expected. Now I've gone back and I've looked at it and I've thought about it, and you know what, it's on me. I just don't think I explained my expectations well enough is all that it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you go back and give me some more detail on the action research you want to do. Here's basically what I want. So write some notes down, get something out so that you can make sure that you answer what I want. Number one, if you had to take your action research project and put it into a question, what would the question be? So number one, give me your question, right? Number two, what would the variables be that you're looking at? In other words, what are the actual things that you're trying to study be? Number three, in specific detail, how do you plan to go about measuring those things or finding out whether or not you did anything? Remember, this works for both qualitative and quantitative. So for example, maybe you have discipline problems in your classroom, and what you want to do is see if a boy-girl seating chart will make a difference on discipline. So your question would be something like, will the boy-girl seating arrangement lower discipline problems in my classroom? Your variables might be, just the students in your class and their gender and different seating chart and the different seating chart arrangement, right? But then specifically, what is it that you're going to do? Well, what you might do is you might record for 2 weeks, keep track of incidents of behavior or discipline with a regular seating chart. Then you might go to a boy-girl seating chart for 2 weeks and see and track the same things. And then, you might go back, you might do that, say 2 times, and then go back to a normal seating chart, then go to a boy-girl seating chart. I don't know, I'm making this up as I go. So specifically see what you're doing. And then finally, the last thing that you need to add on there is, what is your hypothesis? I hypothesize that if I do a boy-girl seating chart, it's going to reduce the number of behavioral problems in the classroom. Like I said, it works with anything. But I guess I was just expecting more detail or kind of a better level of thought about it. I forget sometimes, and I put this on me. I do a lot of work. I teach these master's classes, but I do mostly work with doctoral students. And so I forget sometimes, having worked with doctoral students, that I have to come back to master's students, and you haven't gone through this process before. So nobody's penalized for this. This is all on me. I just want you to go back and revise that assignment and try to be as detailed as possible so that I can see that you have in your whole head, in your mind, the entire thing envisioned and what that's going to entail. Another thing that you need to, another thing that you'll want to include just in case, is if you might have to get somebody else's permission to be able to do it, right? I've talked to a couple of students who are doing things with special ed populations, in which case you might, if you're going to be working with students with IEPs, you might have to get permission from their parents and others. So if there's going to be special permissions needed, you need to put that down, things of that nature. So I should be able to see what your question is. What are the variables in detail? What are you planning on doing? Any special permissions? And finally, give me a proposed schedule. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, kind of what you expect to be doing. That should help me out a little bit. I think it will help you as well. Now the last thing that I want to say in this video, and this is just a quick check-in because this week's really a work week, the last thing that I want to point out to you, and some of you didn't know this, and again, I just forget sometimes because I'm so used to working with doctoral students mostly here, a really quick and easy way to get a hold of me is through Google Plus. Now, some of you have Google Plus accounts and some of you don't. But Google Plus has a great chat feature, a face-to-face chat, a video chat feature that I use quite extensively. And it's a great way to catch me during the day or even at night a lot of times, where you can pop on, have a quick face-to-face chat with me, and then we can move on. And I can answer your questions. So I would suggest that you go ahead and create yourself a Google Plus account, because you'll use it in the rest of your program here. Create a Google Plus account and add me to your circles. I'll make sure to post up a couple of videos that show you how to, or a video that'll show you how to do that. And hopefully that will help you out. And then feel free anytime that you see me online, if you need me, to pop on there and we can do a quick chat. All in all, I think the Manic posts are going to improve now that you've seen some of my feedback from them. Don't worry if you don't see a grade on your Manic posts right now. What you should be looking for is if you get a message from me saying that you need to improve your Manic posts. That's what you need to worry about. I generally don't go put a grade in for the Manic posts until the end. You know whether or not you've done them. But what you need to be looking at is whether or not you're getting feedback from me that says this isn't up to par, you need to correct this. But keep up the good work. I appreciate those of you who've contacted me with questions and helped remind me that I've got to bring it back down to a master's level. Feel free always, this is my job to help you out, feel free always to remind me sometimes that we're just starting, or tell me, hey, you're going a little fast, can we slow it down? Or hey, I need a little bit of extra help. My job is to help you be successful. And I can't do that if I don't know, if I'm not getting that continual feedback, just like you with your students, because I want to help you be successful. So if you need anything, feel free to contact me. And as always, guys, I'll see you guys online. Bye.